I would like to first just jump into it at where the LRA is now, because it had been thought that after their leader had passed away that perhaps some of the activities would lessen out, and that does not seem to be the case. What is happening right now?
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me to the studio. What is happening right now is simply the fact that we have now going to introduce the second report of the United Nations Mission for Central Africa on the 27th of June before the Security Council. And this report talks about, the first part talks about the economic development in the last 6 months, talk about security, particularly the preventive actions and politics that we are making to make sure that the sub-region is able to move on. You cannot talk about economic development without making sure there is a stability in the sub-region.
Well, let's talk about some of those preventative measures. What are some of them?
Some of those, first is that this office in the last 6 months have been able to, as a secretariat of the United Nations Committee for Preventive Action on Security for the Central African region, have organized 2 meetings bringing ministers of defense of the sub-region together to exchange ideas and what's going on among themselves. But beyond that is what we have been doing together with the African Union to support the Union in their urge to see an end to the atrocities of Kony and his group.
But what are they? Because we keep on hearing about these meetings and discussions. What is being done right now, just in terms of action? Because this group has been going on for a really long time. So what is being done right now on the ground?
Indeed, it's been going on for a long time, but the new dimension to the solution seeking is that in the last 6 months we'll be able to galvanize the support and the interest of the affected countries, the 4 countries, that is the DRC, the Central African Republic, Uganda, as well as the South Sudan, to make sure that they are committed to the search for solution. That's one. Second, to make sure that with the support of the 100 American military advisors, to be able to provide tangible information on the whereabouts of Kony, so as to put an end to the atrocities. And obviously we need to also continue to support to take action on the humanitarian dimension of the crisis, that is providing food and assistance to the displaced persons. We are talking about 400,000 people that have been displaced or that have become refugees as a result of all this. So these are some of the concrete issues that are happening. But the issue is not only to arrest Kony, but we need also to look beyond arresting Kony, but as well making sure that the governments are able to return to areas that have been devastated with the activities of Kony and his group.
I want to ask you a little bit about some of the countries that you've mentioned: Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan. Those are countries that have got their own internal issues right now. How much attention are they saying they would like to give to this particular issue?
Well, they made the commitment that they'll be ready to support the initiative, but obviously no sooner these commitments were made, then we saw that there are new developments in these countries, in the DRC, so also in the Southern Sudan. Obviously, they will have to divide whatever they may have, and that's why in the report we have highlighted the need to support these countries, to be able to provide them resources so as to respond and to meet up to their commitments.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was Abou Moussa, Secretary General, Special Representative for Central Africa, talking UN Action Against the LRA from our studios in Libreville, Gabon.